What's up, you guys? It's your girl J Brain, aka Weight Room Mommy, aka the future Mrs. Stevenson. And today I'm so excited because we've got a special guest. But I gotta wait on him, like I always do. Okay, so he finally decided to grace us with his presence. Everybody welcome my fiance, Mike!
And Steam.
And Alpha, of course. He's always got to make the intro.
My boy.
I act like Mike is a special guest like he's not in all of my videos.
I'm big special. What you talking about? Big special.
He is. But today we're going to do a different...
special.
What does that even mean?
It's a gun.
Oh. Yeah, I would not know that. So...
She's just going to sit in here the whole time, Steam.
So today we're going to do something different, and I'm going to be asking him questions about bodybuilding and kind of just like, stop, nosy mother. Just kind of I got some questions from people on Instagram and just kind of wanting to get to know like his perspective on bodybuilding and competing and all of that type of stuff. So are you ready?
See.
So, first of all, let us know like how you got into bodybuilding and stuff.
So
this isn't an interview, so don't act like.
My first time in the weight. No, no. So you want it like all the way from the beginning, or
yes?
You like...
Tell everybody about how you was a fucking toddler before I met you.
Don't do this.
Yes, I am doing it. Done.
That's petty. Yes.
How much did you weigh before I met you?
I'm gonna be dirt. You petty and I'm petty too. I'm gonna be dirt.
No, bro. Tell us about your history and starting and getting in the gym and stuff.
So they tried to make me lift weights while I was in high school. Wasn't messing with it.
Why?
Shit was hard. Like for real, that's really what it was. That shit was hard. But so got to college, I got redshirted because I played basketball for a little while in college, a few years, and I got redshirted. My coach told me I was tiny. He told me I was a baby.
How much did you weigh?
I was probably like, I graduated high school, I was like 130 to 135 probably.
Guys, I cannot remember the last time I was fucking 130.
I can. I was 17.
The fuck? Okay, so 130 your freshman year of college?
That was going into my freshman year. So I started lifting weights like just for basketball purposes, like just to get functional and get bouncy. Like,
were you bouncy?
Semi. I wasn't crazy, but I can do a few things. I wasn't crazy. I was going through
in of him getting hung on the rim.
Never. Not publicly.
Not publicly. It for sure happened.
Oh, did it happen? And when I was working out in the gym by myself, oh yeah. End of workout, you hit a tween, you hezzy out. Oh, go try to bang one. Oh no, sir. No, sir.
Negative. Not happening, Stevenson. Okay, so you were playing college basketball and you were just a fucking toddler. Okay, tell us.
Why you keep calling me a toddler out here? That's crazy. Toddler's crazy.
130 is crazy.
Hey. That's OD. That's so deep. But so I got to college, started lifting weights. Fast forward, lifted weights all through college. I got to the point where I had to even like lift weights before we played. I had to lift before the game, or
was you not tired
before the game? No, I felt like my shot was off if I didn't.
Okay.
It was weird.
So how much did you gain?
By the time I finished my redshirt freshman year, I was up to 147. Big guy.
17 pounds though, that's a lot.
I was huge out
What
here.
did you do to gain? Was it just lifting?
Yeah, at that time I was just eating everything I saw in sight. I took some creatine once.
What?
When I say once, I mean like I took it for a little spell.
Okay.
Like, I took it for probably 3 or 4 months, and I had probably got up to 150 at that time.
What does creatine do?
Creatine, it puts some water into your cells, so it hydrates your mitochondria. Yeah, intracellular water, which is good.
Okay.
People think that creatine's bad because they're like, no, it puts water in you, it bloats you. No, it's intracellular.
Okay, scientific mic up in the building.
No, I'm not scientific.
Okay, so what got you into lifting weights was basically because your coach said you were too small. But then you quit basketball.
Yeah, I was this emoji.
So when you quit, were you still lifting weights?
Oh yeah. At that point, I liked lifting weights a lot.
And did you know about competing at that time or no?
No, I had no idea what that was. That was probably in 2013, 14. Oh, sorry. I'll be spinning. Every time this
2013?
That was like 14, 15. 14.
So before
15.
we met?
No, because I was still, I wasn't playing. Remember when we met, I wasn't playing, but I was still training because I was talking to some schools.
To play basketball?
So I was still training, lifting weights to play too. I was looking to get strong, but functionally strong, not get big. But it just in turn, I grew size with it.
But before we met, you were looking at competitions?
No. Not before we met.
Okay, so when did you start into
Yeah.
I might want to be a competitor, or I could be good enough to do physique?
It was after we met.
Yeah, because when we met,
Yeah.
you were still
I was still
thinking of
moving
overseas, and
every day.
we weren't really we were lifting, but we wasn't.
Yeah, no, I was still hooping every day, every chance I got. That's back when I did hoop. Literally.
I remember there was this time whenever they were all hooping and stuff, but then we went through a spell where we weren't going to the court at all, and he was just lifting. And then his day back, shooting the basketball, his shot was off. He was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't even remember that. I probably blocked that out.
Bricked every shot. He was not a hooper. He was no longer the Mike Stevenson.
I probably blocked that.
I was better than him at that time.
That's OD. That's OD.
I loved that time.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, so talking about bodybuilding now. So this was, you did your first competition in 2019, right? How was that? For you, for your first competition, how was that?
Oh. Are we talking about how I look?
Not how you look. So we know how he looks. We're not.
No.
I'll insert some pictures of how he looked.
Don't
he wasn't.
do that.
He wasn't.
Don't do it.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't what he was at his last
bad.
shows.
Oh, I was bad. Oh my.
For his first show ever, he wasn't bad.
I was ass.
He was still in all the ass.
Man, what?
He was an ass bandit.
Man, what? I look like the poop emoji.
No, okay, but for you going through your first competition and going through that process, how was that for you? That you remember?
It was cool because I was still eating off-season diet, I guess, basically.
Yeah.
Cause the dude that I was working with did not know I even had a show coming up. I was like,
yeah, he was supposed to be going through peak week, and what was it, a few days before your show? You were like, my show's in a couple of days, and
it was the week
oh,
before.
Shit.
It was the week before I sent him. I sent him that my show was the 7 days after. It was like 1 week out, and so he, for one, this dude didn't even respond until minimum 3 days later. So I sent a check in on like a Thursday or a Friday. I can't remember what it was. It was one of those two, I think, because I would do it before I was going to work. So it was either Thursday or Friday. I would send it in, and I wouldn't get a response until Monday at the earliest, usually.
Yeah, and he just didn't know that he was on peak week, and so the protocol was completely off. So his first show, we don't really consider that his first show because he didn't actually go through the process of like depleting and all of that. And we didn't realize it until he got with his new coach, which has been really awesome.
Yeah, he's dope. Scott's dope. Scott's super dope.
He's a really good coach.
That's my dog.
Talking about like your first competition, we know that like that wasn't the best and that you don't like that one. But what made you decide that you wanted to compete at that time?
Because I still like being up there though. It was like still dope, the whole like show. And like the fact that even though I look, you know, like complete shit.
But you look the best you've ever looked.
At that point, yes.
Right.
Which is wow.
I'm gonna insert some pictures and I have some video.
I was garbage. But I still like the way that, like, you know, still love to lift weights. I'm probably never stop loving that. So I still love to lift weights, and I still liked the way that it felt, even though I was poorly trained. I get nightmares thinking about it. But yeah, it was just, I knew that's what I wanted to do at that point.
He did really good. He won. He won. So, I mean, it might not have been his best from now, but he still won.
Median. Too dope down.
Oh my gosh.
I would do Rotten Tomatoes with that dude.
Okay, so if you can take away something from this, make sure that you have a good coach that fits you. Because he clearly didn't have a good coach and he kept giving him a chance. And once he switched coaches to somebody who actually cared about him, he started getting some crazy freaking results, which we'll talk about your last two shows. We didn't get the placings that we wanted, but they were still like your best packages each time.
Yeah, for sure.
So talk to us about those two preps and how they differed from your first one.
So really it was the attention to detail that my coach has now, and like knowing that, like, you know, I was gonna get, like, especially being in prep, like at off season he probably gives like 1-2 day responses, but in prep it's like a same day response pretty much every time. So it's like, you know exactly what you need to be doing in like that next week, or whenever you get later on into those later weeks, like where it's day to day, you get a response like sometimes within minutes. So that's super dope. So I actually got to feel what it was like to go through a full prep and, you know, be depleted, like go through being hungry and go through the stuff that I didn't even know was really a thing, because I hear, like, I watch it all the time on YouTube and hear bodybuilders talk about it, but I had never felt it, so I was like, it may not be that big of a deal. It's pretty big of a deal once you get to a certain point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you would say that the last two preps were harder than your first one?
Oh my gosh,
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I'm someone who hasn't competed yet. I was one of those people that said, like, I'm never gonna fucking compete in my entire life. Like, that's not my thing. I'll just be a supporter. And this motherfucker got me to compete.
Who told you from the jump that you were gonna end up competing? Who told you?
God.
But he sent that message through me.
Honestly, I didn't know until literally January that I was going to compete. I was still like, no, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna compete because of him. So like watching him, and I said this in my last video, like I didn't know the things that it actually required of you and like how hard it is until going through it myself. And like my admiration for you is just skyrocketed after like having to deal with it and seeing like how actually hard it is. Like it honestly is hard. There was some times whenever he would fall asleep in the shower, like because he was so tired. So let's kind of talk about that, because I kind of want to know. I still got 8 weeks of prepping until my competition. So what was probably the hardest part?
That day right there? No, that day right there.
Okay, but
so
obviously, like, you were tired, but like, what specifically was hard that day?
I had just went and did cardio, which I usually did it after I ate like 4 or 5 meals. 4 meals usually, because I always eat 4 meals before I go to the gym. That's my rule since I go so late. But usually I have about four meals, but I had 2, I think, that day, if I remember correctly. I had 2 because I was just like, I'm gonna go eat these 2, go get this cardio over with so that I can come home, lay down, because I was already tired. Like, I was already exhausted, and I was cold, but it was hot outside. It was a whole thing, man. So I went and did the cardio, posed, and I was like, man, I'm exhausted.
Was this a depletion week?
This was like one of the weeks where I was really low carbs. I think that I only got carbs with my like first and I think it was 5th meal, and it was a baby amount of carbs. It was like half a serving of cream of rice. So it was nothing. It was spit up.
Spit up.
But
so it was a low carb day, and you were just really tired.
Yeah, so
and you had to work out and all of that.
I didn't even have to work out. That's the thing. It was a Sunday, remember?
Oh.
Remember, I was off work. It was a Sunday when it happened. And so I just went to go take a shower. When I got back, I was like, maybe a shower helped me feel better. I'm hot. Now I'm hot and sweaty, and I'm not even sweaty, really. So took a shower, got dizzy in the shower, and dizziness went away. So I just fell asleep. I was like standing there with my head on the wall, like the water was just on me, So then I realized
I was nervous for him.
I realized I fell asleep. So then I was like, okay, Mike, you haven't showered. At least not properly.
You haven't showered.
At least not properly. I don't remember, because I don't remember it.
I'm just kidding.
Man, what? I feel like Dirk, man, what?
Okay.
But so I was like, all right, so let's take a bath then, because we've rinsed all the dirt off at least. Like, the dirt's got to be rinsed off. So I was like, let's take a bath. Stood in there, let the water hit my toes a little bit. It was warm. It felt good. They were tingling. And so then, sat down in the tub, turned the water off.
Fell asleep?
Passed out. I don't remember what happened. Like, I was just passed. I was just in the bathtub, like.
I remember thinking is he okay? Like, why is he still in there?
Man, what?
But I wasn't. It was a really rough day for him.
I don't even know how long I slept in there.
So you would say that's the hardest part, is like the low, those low days.
Yeah, those low, like
close to show.
Low, yeah. Like that felt worse than a 0 carb day. Honestly, I think it's because it was like I had something that was like they got taken away, and then I had something that was like taken away.
Yeah.
And so then my body was like, "Fuck, I'm done."
So that's what I have to look forward to. Falling asleep in the bath.
Maybe not.
Well, so let's not scare everybody. What's your favorite part about competing in bodybuilding?
Oh, bro, you get to look crazy sometimes. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, I had gills on my obliques, and it was kind of crazy. Which, it was the first time I ever had those. So I thought that was really cool.
So seeing your body change?
Yeah, like just the changes from week to week. Then as you get like closer to show, like day to day, small like incremental changes that you would never have noticed on yourself if you didn't get like didn't have to pay that much attention to you. So that was super dope. And then I like to win. I'm a winner.
So what were your placings on your last shows?
The last one I won my class. Oh, the second to last one I won my class. Didn't win overall. And then the next one I got second in my class to the guy that won overall. So.
But he looked so good. The only issue was his one of the competition. His tan wasn't optimal for his color, and
it was black.
Yeah, so it was just all that. But hopefully you get to compete in October, right?
No, hopefully.
We're competing in October.
Yes, ma'am.
for sure. And this is just a prep show, like.
No, well, I mean, yeah, it's, don't get me wrong, we're going in to win, but it's like a little pre-show before nationals in December.
Yeah, because he is nationally qualified, so he gets to compete in December in
it's in Orlando.
In Orlando, which I'm excited to go. So we're going to Orlando in December, and hopefully he can get his pro card, and that would be fucking dope, bruh. I'm so proud of you. It's actually insane. Ugh. Stop doing that. He's so annoying. So I had some people ask some questions.
What y'all want to know? Wait, why is there so many questions?
Someone said, Mike, you are so fine, bro.
Eric.
You are fine.
He not supposed to say that though.
Someone asked.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to say that, he can say that.
Yes, he can.
But he did that
because it's true.
Because it. No.
He was about to say it.
No.
It is true.
I was gonna say because it's a free country.
Oh. Okay. Someone else asked, "What does your diet look like?" I would say, "What does your diet look like off season compared to in prep?"
I don't know what it look like this prep because we have a lot more food.
You do. He's eating like 5,000 calories.
Probably like not 5,000. Probably like, well, yeah, right now 5,000 because after I get done having all my meals, I can eat whatever, or as long as I get all my meals, and I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah. So, okay. So what are you eating?
You want to know that yesterday?
What it says? What does your diet look like?
All right. Well, what I had yesterday, since I'm not finished eating today. I had egg whites and toaster strudel for breakfast.
3 of the toaster strudels.
Big 3-pack, because I gotta have like 70 carbs. Big 3.
Okay.
So then second meal I had ground beef and pasta
with barbecue sauce.
Like sugar-free barbecue sauce. 5 calories. 5 calories.
Okay.
Don't play me. And olive oil.
Okay.
Meal 3, chicken, pasta, and olive oil.
Okay.
Meal 4, egg whites, and a Pop-Tart. Pre-workout meal, baby. I just got the carbs because, he's sick. I need.
Okay.
But so post-workout, which is my meal 5, egg whites and toaster strudel, baby.
He has 3 different flavors of these toaster strudels.
Big 3, strawberry cream cheese, strawberry, and then I got that cinnamon toast crunch. Like, all of them go crazy.
And I can't have any of them.
Hey, sign your boy. Pillsbury. The kid.
Okay. And then
last meal, you know what I had.
Oh my gosh, he loves this meal.
I got this thing. This is called Bloomin' Fried Chicken from Outback. Yo, it is literally some of the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. I'm getting it again tonight. Just hey, I told her I'm gonna try to wear myself out of it so that whenever, because I usually in prep he wants me to have like for my cheat meal like 2 or 3 burgers and like fryer 2. So I gotta get used to eating that again. So like I'm trying to burn myself out on one. This is a cheat meal, so I'm gonna eat this until like Monday when prep starts.
Cause he starts prep and I won't be by myself.
But I'm gonna still get cheat meals.
Yes, and I'm gonna be sitting like.
Well, at the beginning. Like, cause oh my gosh, that was a rough part too at first. Cause I went through like a 10-week. Remember, after like 8 to 10, it was either 8 to 10 weeks I did not get a cheat meal. Mm-hmm. I was just like.
Yeah, but you're not someone who like cares about food that much. Like you like food, but you're not me. Like I literally wake up thinking about food.
I don't.
I go to sleep ready to eat the next day.
Well, I do in prep, yeah.
I do it in life.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye, and she lying. She don't be doing that sometimes.
I don't know who he's thinking about. Because
especially in prep, she do that in prep for sure. Ever since prep started, day 1.
Day one, literally.
They cut one carb out. She was like, I can't wait to eat tomorrow.
Dude.
I was like, wait,
no, seriously.
But yeah, so, yeah. Wait, what was the question again?
What was your diet? You answered it.
Why are there so many?
How long does it take to see results?
It depends on how much effort you're putting forth and how good you are on your diet, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
it starts with you and ends with you.
Facts.
Coaches can give you whatever tools they have to help you, but it starts and ends with you. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and put in the work.
Yeah, literally, because they're not there, like, most of the time your coach is not there to hold your hand all the way through. Most of the time you paying somebody, or you got somebody that you know that's giving you workouts and giving you, you know, food to eat, and you know they're miles and miles, but they're like miles and miles away, so they're not gonna be able to hold your hand through it. So you gotta have that, like, it's more about discipline. Everybody's like, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? It's not motivation all the time. Like, yeah, I am intrinsically motivated, so I do, like, motivate me. Like, you know, my goals motivate me. So, but also it's just like discipline. It's like, yeah, even if I don't want to do it, what do I have to do? This. So it's like, do I want to do an hour of cardio? No. But am I gonna do it? Yeah. Do I want to eat the same thing literally every day? No. Do I have to? No. Do I do it? Yeah, because I know me, and I know that once I have that goal set in mind, nothing's gonna deter me from that.
I agree. That didn't answer the question, but you know, facts.
What was the question?
How long does it take to get results?
Oh,
you know, went on a whole tangent.
Hey,
that
tangent.
Was facts. That was
big
real life facts.
But yeah, so typically it's like you gotta give anything at least 6 weeks before you usually see anything. Like, unless you're just like completely, like, you know, on one side of the scale, like you're either really, really skinny or you're
really heavy.
Really, really heavy, then you'll see, you know, results much quicker. Your scale will go up or down much faster, like literally like the first week for most.
But to the person that asked that, you already seeing results. You don't need to ask that. You looking good.
Yeah.
No, but it honestly depends on the person, and it depends on a whole bunch of different variables on how long it takes to see results. Some people can see results in the first month. Some people it takes 6 months to actually see the results themselves. So it's really just all dependent on the person and the method of which you're
and
trying to reach those results.
You are about like how serious you are about it.
Yeah, because I'll say before I actually got serious, I was being so like serious during the week, and then the weekend I would fluff off, whatever, however you say that, I don't know. And I was not seeing results quick. Like it was like every month I was probably only losing a pound, but then whenever I got serious and was like, no cheat meals on the weekends, like I'm not gonna get the results if I do that. I literally was losing weight like crazy. So you really just gotta get serious about your goals and sit down and see what your goals are. Like, that's what really you need to do. What do you really want?
Yeah. You gotta have that goal in mind so that you know where you're headed. It's like trying to go somewhere and not knowing directions.
That's really good. He's dropping some gems today. Man. Why don't you drop me some gems? I live with you.
Yeah, it's too hot to just be out here whipping it. You better have that destination in mind.
Let's add this. Back. That he used to be a rapper.
Hey,
that used to be in the booth.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, I was young.
Who you, Jay?
No, it wasn't Jay. Not Jay at the time.
You, Trey, Breeze.
And this dude named.
You want to hear my rap?
And Dre was cold.
My name is Jay.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He hates
they don't even hear it. No. they said they're okay without it. I heard them. They said it.
He hates my rap. I'm gonna fuck him.
They said they're okay without it. That was like I'm just trying to do what they asked.
All right, well, let's do one more. Let's go deep with it.
No.
What is some advice you would give to your younger self?
Dang, stop hooping.
Don't hoop no more.
Nah, probably I would have told me to take the weight room more serious in high school and, you know, beginning of college.
Why?
Just because it would have set a better layer for what I want to do now. Because I wouldn't really want to try to tell me to like stop hooping or, you know, stop playing after like my first year of college, go get the experience of doing it 1 or 2 years and then stop and then just focus on bodybuilding, because then probably wouldn't be who I am right now and I wouldn't have met you probably. So
yeah, I
wouldn't tell me to do that, but I would be like, hey, make sure you're actually lifting the weights, nigga. Like, cause I was in there fucking that all the way off.
Doing cardio. That's what he was doing.
No, I wouldn't. I was sitting there. What you talking about?
Oh. Okay, well let's do one more. So your advice to yourself is to take it more serious at a younger age, because then you would have had a better foundation. Mm-hmm. You probably would have been further along than you are now.
And yeah, and
okay.
I told me not to eat as much candy and junk food.
No candy or junk food. He loves candy.
I said as much. I didn't say none. I know me, so I was gonna get some.
That's his treat of choices.
Oh, facts. Like I literally told her I could go straight through. I could prep year round as long as I got to have like a little bit of candy here and there, or a little bit of cheesecake or something, like maybe a chip or two.
A chip or two. Now I fuck up some chips.
Yeah, like if I could do that shit, I could prep year long. Like I would not be fucked up, because like I guess like most of the time, besides some chips, like besides like the honey barbecue chips, cheddar sour cream chips.
Okay, don't make me sad.
Besides those though, really though, I don't really like just crave any type of chip like that. So it's like I more so like crave candy or cheesecake or ice cream, because I like sweet stuff. So.
He's the sweets and I'm the savory in the relationship. Yeah. That's why we work so well.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me.
Okay, so what is some advice that you would give to people starting out in bodybuilding? Because you've been doing this since 2018, because you prepped 2 year shows 2019. You've been doing this for quite some time, and I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, and I think that you've got a pretty good story. So what is some advice you would give to some people starting out, whether it's a girl doing wellness or a boy trying to do physique and look like you?
Not like me, don't do that.
Yeah, if I was a guy, I'd like to look like you.
No, cap.
How is this how you did? How you did? Yeah. Show me your best, most muscular.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at that vein, though.
Big vein.
Okay, no.
Yeah, striations in the shoulders too. Hold on, I see you.
Okay, so what is your advice to those starting out?
Focus on form and nutrition. Like, everybody that starts out wants to get huge fast, like, or get, you know, lean fast. Like, they want to take every shortcut you can. No, focus on taking the gym serious, taking every rep serious, and taking your food serious. Because a lot of people think that just because they're going to the gym, they can eat whatever they want, and then they're gonna look the way they want to look. Cap it.
Okay.
So make sure that you're taking everything serious, and also don't be afraid to let people know that this is what you're trying to do. So you're gonna be taking a different route sometime. Like, because at first, like, I would like go out and like kick it with the boys and stuff to go, like, you know, do anything, do like, you know, whatever we was gonna do. And like, I know that tricked off like multiple years of results. Because like
going out and partying,
yeah. So I know that tricked all that off. So
that stuff can be hard too, like saying no to your friends.
Yeah, and it is hard, but once like it for me now, it ain't at all.
Because the people that we have around us know what type of time we're on. Like, they know what we want out of our life, and they know that some of the things that they're able to do, we can't, and they support us. And I think that's another thing. Like, you want to have people who support you in your corner, and don't tempt you or pressure you to do things, and that includes significant others, friends, and family members. That's literally everybody. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to have a boundary to those people who aren't supporting those goals that you have.
Facts, because legitimately, if those people don't support you, there are people that will. Because if you're following your goals and you putting like that energy out, you're gonna be other people that's doing that. Like, literally, one of my best friends now, we met at the gym. Like, we literally met at the gym. Like, now we kick it like pretty much. Well, we see each other almost every day anyway because of the gym, but
we hang out
kick it almost every weekend. Yeah. And so it's like, because you like that energy you put out. Like, if you put like your goals out in energy form, then like you're gonna attract people that are putting their goals out, energy for them.
And it's just gonna elevate you. And then the same goes if you're gonna keep those negative people, that'll bring you down, and you will be miserable. So I think that's actually a really good point.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's why we're together.
Yeah.
Because we support each other.
Yeah, we do.
Does my breath smell like coffee? I can taste it. So it probably really does. But
Yes.
I honestly really appreciate you. I have so many more questions that I want to record and ask you. So if you guys want to see that, like, as he was talking, I just like had more questions in my mind, and I think that he's got a lot of information. Anytime that I need help with something, I ask him, and he don't lie. He's literally like my encyclopedia to bodybuilding. So
I don't even.
we
know
might
that
record
much.
another. All he does is study bodybuilding. He watches podcasts on bodybuilding. He watches people's workouts. That's all he does.
I watch anime too and basketball.
And he watches anime and basketball, but really the bulk of his time is spent on bodybuilding. So he has a lot of valuable information, and I think that's also something that you should probably do. Is even if it's not with bodybuilding, like whatever your like passion is, you want to make sure that you're studying that, studying your craft and making sure that you're learning all the things, because there's so much information out there. We're just giving our experiences. So
yeah. Also, I have a rule that I think that a lot of more people should take into account. If I can work for them, I can work for me. Like,
if I can work for them, I can work for me.
facts. Like, you can go make them their money. Go put your time. Like, make sure you putting time toward what you want.
So your goal is to, at the end of all of this, be working for yourself and be a pro bodybuilder, not having to work your 9 to 5.
Yes, that is correct.
And I support him wholeheartedly, because fuck these 9 to 5s. I'm just kidding. I love my job.
Hey.
No, I really do appreciate.
Hey, job.
Love me still.
I just got out. Still love you.
I appreciate you taking the time to do this with me. If y'all have any more questions, please leave them down in the comments. If you got any other video ideas. I mean, he's in every single video. This was just a time to actually get to know like his bodybuilding journey, which has been a really long journey. So
man, it's sucked at first.
Yeah. And now he's fucking amazing.
I'm not, but I was thinking.
So if you want to learn more from the GOAT Weight Room Poppy,
I'm not the GOAT.
where can we find you?
She said it. Weight Room Poppy.
You can find him on Instagram.
You can find me on
Weight Room
Instagram
Poppy.
at Weight Room Poppy. That's 2 eyes at the end. 2 eyes. Double eye me.
So he's your Poppy and I'm your mommy.
You got 2. Make sure you put 2.
Follow us. Please like and subscribe. Whatever you want to do, just support us, please. Leave us a comment. We love you guys. Let us know what else you want to see, and peace. Gang shit.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I always mess this up, so bye. See? See?
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming.